Fungi are quite common in soil, often making up more biomass or living tissue than any other microbial group. They are eukaryotic organisms that have rigid cell walls and lack chlorophyll. In this view, we can see white hyphae surrounding an insect that is in the process of being decomposed. As we zoom in, the hyphae are easier to see. The eye of the insect is located on the right. The fungus is using the insect as a food source, and then other organisms will eventually graze upon the fungi as a food source. We can see how the microorganism fungus decomposes the macrofauna insect. Various groups of fungi are referred to by several names, such as molds, mildews, rusts, smuts, yeasts, mushrooms, and puffballs, all of which spend all or part of their lives in soil. The fungi imperfecti illustrated here are one of the most common groups that grow on artificial media. They are unique because they produce by freeborn spores or conidia generated by special cells called phyalids. The conidia are like seeds. They contain all that is needed for new life. This is the appearance of a typical plate containing fungi imperfecti isolated from soil. These filamentous organisms are heterotrophic, which means they consume organics as a carbon source. Notice in the upper center that the colony is not growing due to antibiosis. Antibiosis is a defense mechanism that allows the organism to stake its claim. To do this, it produces an inhibitory organic that spreads into the medium and prevents other organisms from growing. This is a view of Penicillium at 40x magnification. A member of this genus produces the antibiotic penicillin. Lawns and forests of conidia are waving in the air as you scan this view. The fungus is in the foreground, with a red medium in the background. A view at 100x magnification. At 500x magnification, we can just start to pick out the individual spores or conidia, which are the round cells. Each one can give rise to a new organism. The elongated cells or phyalids produce the conidia. This is a colony of Aspergillus, a common soil fungus. Members of this genus produce aflatoxin on corn and other grains in dry weather, which will enter the food chain and can be harmful to animals. Most Aspergillus species, however, live in soils and decompose organics. The conidia and phyalids can be clearly seen in this view. Cytoplasmic streaming, or movement of cytoplasm, occurs in animals, plants, and fungi. Look carefully in this view. Cytoplasmic streaming is occurring within an amoeba above and within a fungal filament below. Some soil fungi readily allow cytoplasmic streaming. This fungus does not have cross walls or septa, and the cytoplasmic streaming is much easier to see at 1000x magnification.